Coach, when it gets to it like it did yesterday with the 2 point decision, is that analytics? Is it gut? I mean, you said you like to play, but it's kind
Yeah.
of ballsy to go win or else.
Yeah, that was gut there for sure. We have those conversations. Time on the clock, where it's at in the game, the drive we had there. Like I said yesterday, felt good about the call. Obviously had an opportunity to hand it to JT and Murray, the defensive end, and we had our best lineman pulling around and Quentin to lead for Anthony, and the play worked out.
Have you done that before in your career or been involved with one of those?
A 2 point play to win it.
Yeah,
I think that was the first.
congratulations.
Yeah. Now I've probably been a part of one back in the day, but I can't remember it.
Okay.
Yeah,
James.
You're supposed to remember everything.
I know.
But I was talking to Sam about AR after the game, and they have a pretty close relationship. He was saying he's happy to see AR break through these last couple of weeks. How have you seen their relationship kind of evolve since your time here?
No, it's been tremendous. I think they had a prior relationship, before Anthony got here, just from back in the day. And, Sam's been tremendous for him in that QB room. They got a great relationship. It continues to build. The conversations they have, throughout the day, throughout practice, on the sideline, all those different things. It's been tremendous.
Kevin.
Shane, kind of going back to Chap's question, how much 2 point wise do you walk into a game and saying, no, I think we're going to go for it this week if we're in that situation? And then how much is dictated by game flow?
That's a good question. I think game flow is a big part of it. Where you're at in the season. I think that's a big part of it. Yeah, could you have, kicked the field goal there and tied the game, and next thing you know, it's shoot, they get the ball, you get a stop, boom, 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 then it ends up in a tie. Yeah, you never know. It's like you're on the 2 yard line there. Went with my gut there to go get it.
Nate.
Hey Shane, I know you said last week that it was a long shot for Josh to be able to play, and then obviously he didn't. Do you see it as a situation where he just gets through the bye week and you hope he can be back, or is it something that could linger longer?
Yeah, I don't know yet, Nate. We'll get more updates, as the week goes on and into next week. So we'll see where it goes.
Jake.
Hey Shane, so there's obviously a lot of really good traits with Anthony, like the arm, he's able to avoid sacks, but I've got to imagine not all traits are weighted the same. How important is the fact that he's kind of establishing himself as a really, really clutch quarterback?
Yeah, I think it's big. Anytime you can have, 2 touchdown game-winning drives in 3 weeks for a young quarterback is huge. And the way that he can avoid the pressure and avoid the sacks is big time. You don't want to get yourselves behind the chains, and he does a hell of a job of, getting out of those, pressure looks and creating. I know we talked about it yesterday, JJ, the fourth down play to Mo. He had pressure off the edge and he was able to avoid and create the big play there in a clutch situation to keep the drive going. So, that part's been tremendous, and we got to keep that part going.
George.
Shane, you had three guys on the line, obviously either starting for the first time this year or starting in a new position. What to say about the way they played and the line overall that on two of those three fourth downs, you go ahead and call running play.
Yeah, no, it was huge. Credit to those guys. Danny stepping up, Glow stepping up. Matt obviously being at the right tackle position. I mean, those guys stepped up big time. They were into it all week, practice, preparing the right way, and then had their opportunity and made the most of it. So credit to those guys. Credit to Tony. Just a hell of an effort by all those guys.
JJ.
Shane, I know you talked about it being on gut to go for two there, but do you think about maybe after the fact the decision to go for two there and kind of the inspirational effects that can have for a team going forward?
Yeah, no, I think it's huge. Anytime you go for two for the win and you get it, obviously it's great, right? And it adds confidence to everyone, going into, the rest of the season. To get a win like that on the road was huge. So yeah, hopefully it pays, big dividends for us coming up here.
By the way, I got you on this one. 2018 Chargers and Chiefs, Philip Rivers and Mike
Oh
Williams
my
in the
gosh, how did
game.
I forget that? Holy smokes, I remember I just watched that play freaking about a month ago. That's terrible. That's terrible that I forgot that one. I remember that one. Jeez Louise.
Kevin.
I'll help out Joel here. Joel said he's got some background noise in an airport. He wanted to talk specifically about Mark Lewinsky and just what his play meant to you guys yesterday.
Man, I've heard about Glow, before, he was here and stuff. But just the toughness that he brings, tremendous. He prepared the right way, and to go out and play, as many snaps as he did, there was phenomenal. I thought he played a hell of a game stepping into that role. Like I said, the toughness, the grittiness, that he played with was huge.
And I know you gave the players off. How will you guys spend this week staff wise, and what exactly will the focus be?
The focus will be on self-scout, kind of looking at where we're at with 4 games left. Watched the film this morning. We'll do self-scout this afternoon and tomorrow, and then we'll give the coaches some time off this week, and we'll come back ready to go Monday.
Couple more here, James.
Shane, why do you think teams have had success over the middle when it comes to facing this defense?
That's a good question. I mean, I think it depends on, the looks that we're in and, what they're trying to attack in certain situations. I don't know the exact numbers of the passes that are completed over the middle right now, but obviously we'll look into that with the self-scout stuff. But again, we want to take away, every, part of the field. And obviously you got to see what they're doing offensively, attacking wise. And we got to do, a good job of taking those, those spots away.
And then one follow-up about just the offense. When you have those drops on the final drive and some miscues, how do you evaluate that when you still win? And is it any different if you had lost the game? I don't know, as a coach.
No, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. So obviously, you got to evaluate everything. I mean, like that. But I think it was a credit, even with the drops. I've said this, the other day, just the resilience of our guys, just keeping their foot on the gas and like, hey, let's go, next play mentality. And finding a way to win it there at the end was huge.
And then we'll do our last question from chat.
Just wanted to check with Ryan Kelly. I think he can come back next week. Do you anticipate that, or is it too soon?
Yeah, I think there's a good possibility for that, chap.
Okay.